The wheat breathes gold under a sky the color of a bruised dream. Each stalk a tiny flame, yearning for the sun that bleeds itself dry each evening. I see myself in them, reaching, always reaching, for a light I can almost touch. These letters, stained with the dust of fields and the ink of a restless heart, are not just words. They are pieces of a soul offered, broken, and offered again. Listen closely, and you might hear the wind whispering through the cypress trees, a lament for the beauty that is both so close and so impossibly far away. The crows rise like dark prayers against the fading light, their cries echoing the questions that claw at the edges of my mind. What is it to be human, but to feel this ache, this longing for something beyond the canvas, beyond the stars? Beyond the fragile boundaries of our own skin? I paint sunflowers because they turn their faces to the sun, not in arrogance, but in unwavering faith. A faith I struggle to hold on to, like a fragile bird cupped in trembling hands. The yellow is not just a color, it is hope, it is defiance, it is the burning ember of a spirit refusing to be extinguished. There is a silence in the fields that speaks louder than any sermon, a silence that allows you to hear the beating of your own heart, to feel the weight of your own existence. It is in that silence that I find a fragile peace, a momentary respite from the storm that rages within. The night sky, a swirling vortex of indigo and gold, is a reminder of our insignificance, and yet, paradoxically, of our boundless potential. Each star a tiny point of light. A mirror reflecting the infinite possibilities that lie dormant within us. To paint the stars is to paint the soul, to capture the fleeting moments of clarity that pierce the darkness. Loneliness is a constant companion, a shadow that stretches long and dark across the landscape of my life. But even in loneliness, there is a strange comfort, a sense of being connected to something larger than myself. The earth, the sky, the wind, they are all witnesses to my pain, and in their silent presence, I find a measure of solace. I believe in the beauty of the ordinary, the overlooked, the forgotten. A pair of old shoes, a simple chair, a vase of wilting flowers. These are the things that hold the stories of our lives, the echoes of our joys and sorrows. To paint them is to honor the dignity of the human spirit, to find the sublime in the mundane. Pain is inevitable, a shadow that follows us through life. But it is in the face of pain that we discover our strength, our resilience, our capacity for compassion. To embrace pain is not to surrender to it, but to transform it into something beautiful, something meaningful. The search for light is a lifelong journey, a constant striving to find illumination in the darkness. It is a journey fraught with obstacles, with setbacks, with moments of despair. But it is also a journey filled with moments of grace, with moments of unexpected beauty, with moments of profound connection. And so I paint, I write, I pour my soul onto the canvas, hoping that in some small way I can offer a glimpse of the light I have found, the peace I have glimpsed, the fire that burns within. Perhaps, in these fragments of a broken heart, someone will find a reflection of their own humanity, a spark of hope in the vast darkness. The sunflowers still turn their faces to the sun, and that, in itself, is a reason to believe. The olive trees twist and writhe, ancient sentinels guarding secrets whispered on the wind. Their leaves shimmer silver green, a dance between light and shadow, reflecting the turmoil and the tranquility within my own soul. I see my own struggles mirrored in their gnarled branches, a testament to enduring strength, a silent promise of resilience. Silence is a canvas too, a vast empty space where thoughts can echo, where emotions can breathe. It is in the silence that I hear the whispers of the universe, the faint heartbeat of creation. It is in the silence that I find the courage to face my demons, to confront my fears, to embrace my solitude. The cypress trees reach towards the heavens, dark flames against the twilight sky. They are symbols of longing, of yearning, of the eternal human desire to transcend the limitations of our mortal existence. I paint them as I feel them, rising from the earth with fierce determination, their pointed tips piercing the veil between worlds. Faith is not a blind adherence to dogma, but a deep-seated trust in the inherent goodness of the universe. It is a belief that even in the darkest of nights, the sun will eventually rise. It is a conviction that even in the midst of suffering, there is beauty to be found, meaning to be discovered. The stars, like scattered diamonds on a velvet cloth, are a constant source of wonder and inspiration. They are reminders that we are all connected, that we are all part of something larger than ourselves. I lose myself in their infinite expanse, allowing their light to wash over me, to cleanse me, to heal me. The human soul is a fragile thing, easily bruised, easily broken. But it is also incredibly resilient, capable of enduring unimaginable pain, of emerging from the depths of despair with renewed strength and purpose. To capture the essence of the human soul on canvas is my greatest ambition, my ultimate goal. Meaning is not something to be found, but something to be created. It is the product of our choices, our actions, our relationships. I lose myself in their infinite expanse, allowing their light to wash over me, to cleanse me, to heal me. The human soul is a fragile thing, easily bruised, easily broken, but it is also incredibly resilient, capable of enduring unimaginable pain, of emerging from the depths of despair with renewed strength and purpose. To capture the essence of the human soul on canvas is my greatest ambition, my ultimate goal. Meaning is not something to be found, but something to be created. It is the product of our choices, our actions, our relationships. It is the legacy we leave behind, the imprint we make on the world. I seek meaning not in grand pronouncements or profound philosophies, but in the simple act of painting, in the quiet moments of observation, in the shared humanity that binds us all together. The wind carries the scent of lavender and thyme, a fragrant balm that soothes my troubled spirit. The fields stretch out before me, a tapestry of color and texture, inviting me to lose myself in their embrace. I wander through them, feeling the earth beneath my feet, the sun on my face, the wind in my hair, and I am reminded that I am alive, that I am part of this world, that I am not alone. A lit window in the distance, a beacon of hope in the gathering darkness. It speaks of warmth, of comfort, of human connection. I imagine the lives that unfold within those walls, the stories that are being written, the love that is being shared. And I am filled with a sense of gratitude, a sense of belonging. An old memory, like a faded photograph, resurfaces in my mind. A moment of joy, a moment of sorrow, a moment of profound significance. I revisit it, savoring its details, allowing it to teach me, to guide me, to shape me. The colors of the sunset explode across the sky, a symphony of light and shadow, a final farewell to the day. I watch in awe, mesmerized by its beauty, humbled by its grandeur. And I know that even in the face of death, there is life, there is hope, there is beauty. The fire that burns within, the creative spark that drives me, the passion that consumes me, it is both a blessing and a curse. It fuels my art, it inspires my vision, it compels me to create. But it also consumes me, it isolates me, it drives me to the brink of madness. Yet I would not trade it for anything, for it is in the fire that I find my truest self, my deepest meaning, my ultimate purpose. The stars emerge, pinpricks of light in the vast canvas of the night sky. Each one a distant sun, a world unknown, a universe of possibilities. I gaze at them, feeling a sense of wonder, a sense of insignificance, a sense of connection. They have been there for eons, witnessing the rise and fall of civilizations, the joys and sorrows of countless lives. And they will continue to shine long after I am gone, a silent testament to the enduring power of the cosmos. Silence descends, a blanket of stillness that envelops me, soothing my restless mind, calming my troubled heart. It is in the silence that I hear the whispers of my soul, the faint echoes of my inner voice. It is in the silence that I find clarity, that I find peace, that I find myself. Hope flickers, a fragile flame in the darkness, threatening to be extinguished by the winds of despair. But I will not let it die. I will shield it with my hands. I will nurture it with my faith. I will fan it with my love. For hope is the only thing that keeps us going, the only thing that sustains us in the face of adversity, the only thing that makes life worth living. Faith sustains me, a quiet conviction that there is something more, something beyond what we can see, something beyond what we can understand. It is not a blind faith, but a faith born of experience, a faith forged in the fires of suffering, a faith that has been tested and proven true. It is a faith that gives me strength, that gives me courage, that gives me the will to keep going, even when the path ahead seems dark and uncertain. The search for meaning is a lifelong quest, a relentless pursuit of purpose, a yearning for understanding. We search for meaning in our relationships, in our work, in our art, in our faith. We search for meaning in the beauty of nature, in the suffering of humanity, in the mysteries of the universe. And sometimes we find it in the most unexpected places, in the smallest of things, in the quietest of moments. The human soul, a fragile vessel filled with dreams and desires, hopes and fears, joys and sorrows. It is a soul that yearns for connection, for love, for understanding. It is a soul that is capable of great beauty, great compassion, great resilience. And it is a soul that is worth fighting for, worth nurturing, worth protecting. The beauty in small things, a dewdrop on a spider web, a bird's song at dawn, a child's laughter in the park. These are the things that make life worth living, the things that remind us of the magic of the world, the things that fill our hearts with joy. To see the beauty in small things is to cultivate gratitude, to appreciate the present moment, to find peace in the midst of chaos. The light that I seek, the light that I paint, the light that I long to share with the world, it is not a literal light, but a light of understanding, a light of compassion, a light of love. It is a light that shines from within, illuminating the darkness, dispelling the shadows, revealing the truth. And it is a light that is available to all, if only we are willing to open our eyes and see it. The fire that became peace, the passion that transformed into serenity, the pain that blossomed into beauty. It is a journey of transformation, a journey of healing, a journey of self-discovery. And it is a journey that is open to all, if only we are willing to embrace our pain, to confront our fears, to surrender to the process. The fields await, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. And in their quiet embrace, I find a measure of peace, a glimmer of hope, a spark of joy. The sunflowers bow their heads, their work complete, their faces turned towards the earth, returning to the source of their being. And I too feel the call to surrender, to let go, to return to the source. The painting is finished, the story is told, the journey is complete. And in the silence that follows, I find a profound sense of gratitude, a deep sense of peace, a quiet sense of joy.